to do it in the Western Derby.
How was the coach?
Yeah, he wasn't thrilled, but you know he can cop skill errors and that kind of stuff. But if our desire and effort wasn't there on the weekend, that's probably what really grinds his gears. And so it was disappointing from a player's perspective. And yeah, that's been addressed earlier this week, and we're really gearing up for this weekend.
All right, coming off a loss, does that make you even more excited about beating the Eagles this week?
I'm always excited about beating the Eagles. So yeah, definitely important to get back on the winning list after a pretty disappointing week, and really got to get ourselves right on the right side of the winning ledger. So yeah, what better way to do it, as I said, in the Western Derby.
All right, you got one of the players that's going to make a big impact on the game. Dean Cox sitting right next to you. Coxie, good to see you in the studio, mate. Great effort by you against St Kilda on the weekend. A big 5.
Millsy, good to be here. Yeah, fortunately enough, a few of the goals went through. I've kicked a lot of points recently and kicked the 5 straight, which was great.
Yeah, you look good up front.
Front on?
Well, no, you look good up at the front of the goals where the ball goes down and you're like a man mounted.
Yes. No, I've been doing a lot of forward work with Justin Longmuir and the forward group throughout the pre-season. The start of the season, I think the balance between me and Nick, who plays majority in the ruck, do we share more of it. Certainly unfolds as the game progresses, but yeah, it was just good to spend a bit of time forward.
You've got a worthy opponent in Sandy on the weekend. He's taken a bit of stick, Michael, in regards to the fact that he's not palming the ball down, and people like Mundy and yourself aren't getting possession of the football. Whose fault is that? Are you in the wrong position, or is that the ruckman's fault?
Yeah, I'll jump on the front foot there, and as a midfield group, we've really taken the onus for a lot of the things that went wrong on the weekend. Aaron gives us great first use in there, or first crack at it, and we weren't able to translate them into clearances on the weekend or first possession. So it's definitely a midfield. When it gets to ground level, it's guys like myself, Dave Mundy, Ryan Crowley, who have to take the onus on that, because Aaron has been fantastic for us getting his hand to the ball. And I think this weekend we've got probably the best, undoubtedly the best ruck duo in the competition, with Cox and Nat Nui going up against Aaron. So I don't think that the West Coast Eagles will be too much sharking of Aaron's balls with these two in the ruck.
People forget though, Sandy was off the job for a couple of weeks, so he should be back.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coxie, you've been described as arguably the best ruckman ever now. That's the kind of accolade we're not hearing from people like us that have been fans for years, but people in the eastern states are starting to see what a great player you have been. Do you feel like you are the best player ever to have played the game?
No, it's certainly flattering to hear those sort of things, but in football things can come crashing down to earth pretty quickly. You've got to focus on your role at the footy club and what presents it the next week, and obviously this weekend, where both myself and Nick are up against a person who we think is one of the best ruckmen in the competition as well. So his ability not only to get his hands on the footy, but his ability to win clearances, he does a lot of that himself, and now starting to really generate footy contested marks and can have an impact when forward as well. So
you've had a pretty good record in the Derby in recent times. It wasn't always like that, particularly when you first started.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost a few in a row there, and I think we've got a couple back. So, yeah, we realise the importance of the game. I think not only for the supporters, but it's great for players of both sides to get out there and try and beat each other. And we're looking forward to hopefully continuing our winning streak this Sunday.
All right, Michael, you got any mates at the West Coast Eagles?
I know Will Schofield a little bit, but outside of that, no one I'll catch up with regularly. So apart from Coxie every once a year.
You wouldn't go to the movies with Will?
No.
Now, one of the things, Coxie, you've got to be honest and give me a little bit of credit.
Yes, okay.
You're married, happily married now, to Kerry, and you met Kerry basically.
Still married.
Well, still married. You met Kerry through this program indirectly, and the fact that the first, look at her, came one day when you were in the studio, and she was my dancing partner.
She was.
And you found love. Now, we promised Michael, he didn't believe me that I'd set you up earlier in your life, and we did promise Michael we'd do the same.
Have you yet?
Well, Michael, the first thing he said to us when he walked in today, I still haven't got anyone that's interested in me. Now, Coxie, have a look at him.
Yeah, but
What's he selling
when
it
Kerry
for?
actually came in the first time, she had a boyfriend. So you've got to get a girl that comes in and's got a boyfriend, and
Right.
eventually meet her a couple of years later. So
Well, that's true. That's true. But
You gotta find
we're
him
still
something
looking.
now,
There must
isn't
be
it?
someone out there that would like to take a good lad. Yeah.
Yeah, my mum would like to think so.
Wholesome lad,
Yeah.
honest,
Yep, very honest, very honest.
and eats most food
down to
that's
earth.
put in front of him. So, ladies, if you'd like to take Michael Barlow on a
on
date,
the way into the BRW rich list as well.
that's
so.
right. He's got a few dollars. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's quite true. 92211 882 if you'd like to go on a date with Michael. That's the prize up for grabs this morning. Now we're going to do the Derby Challenge, and the Derby Challenge is going to be decided after the break. But like all good games of football, we want to warm you up. So we want to warm you up with a rapid fire 10 questions. I'm going to give you 10 words, Michael. Okay, and I want you to think of the first thing that comes to your head.
Can it be a sentence or is it just one word?
Well, just preferably one word.
Okay.
If you need to
So here we
elaborate, we need. All right, so here's your 10, then we'll give you
It's a
10.
warm up, so I
Obviously.
might be a bit rusty.
Now, I'm going to back you in here, Mickey. I reckon you might do this a bit better than Dean.
Melty, I was just going to say, we didn't expect the AFL players to give a full sentence answer.
No, simply one word's fine.
I'm
Thank
nearly
you,
at
Ken.
university.
It is indeed. No calls yet for a date with Michael Barlow. 92211 882. He's a